welcome back to The Journey We Take. I am your host, Janelle Wells, and I'm excited to have you join me today because we're going to be transcending into the realms of myths and legends from around the world. From ancient civilizations to modern folklore, we're going to be discussing some of these timeless tales that have captivated imaginations for centuries, and we're going to explore how these narratives shape our understanding of the world. Myths and legends are more than just fanciful stories. They hold profound cultural significance, reflecting the beliefs, values, and traditions of diverse societies. So let's get into it. Native Americans, Egyptians, Romans, and many other cultures and religions have all developed their own myths. In ancient times, people often created fictional stories about gods and other characters to help explain things they did not understand, like the weather or fire. Take Greek mythology, for example. According to the Greeks back then, Zeus, the god of all gods and humans, was responsible for thunder and lightning. They believe he threw lightning bolts with his bare hands. And I guess similarly, in the present day, it may be said that the thunder we hear is just God bowling, or so I've heard. But I've thought before perhaps he's hungry and maybe it's just his stomach growling. And if that's the case, someone get that man his sandwich. Does DoorDash deliver to the heavens? Anyway, back then they didn't have access to the same type of science and technology we do today. So these make-believe stories were just easy to confide in. And since I just hit on Greek mythology, I wanted to take a further look into it and a certain myth that was derived about curiosity and the paradoxical nature of this trait. So situated high above the clouds was a significant location in Greek mythology. Mount Olympus. It was believed to be the home of Olympian gods and goddesses, serving as quite a divine residence where they held court, deliberated over mortal affairs, and engaged in feast and festivities. Although Greek mythology has hundreds of different gods in total, the ancient Greeks believed that 12 of the gods lived there. So these gods and goddesses of Olympus were powerful beings with human-like qualities. And they possessed extraordinary abilities and immortality too. Zeus, as I mentioned before, was the king of all the gods, and he ruled over Mount Olympus in the sky with his lightning bolt and thunder, while his siblings and fellow Olympians, that includes some names that I'm sure you may find familiar, like Poseidon, Athena, Apollo, Aphrodite, and a few others. But each of those siblings of his presided over various aspects of the natural world, human endeavors, and realms of existence. And in the beginning, it was said that the earth was free from all misery. The land was covered with flowers and rivers that flowed with milk and honey. Earth was inhabited only by men who had been created by Prometheus. He made them out of clay, and he modeled them after the gods. But this angered Fam, aka Zeus. So when Prometheus offended Zeus again by stealing fire from the heavens to give to man, Zeus was wanting to seek a little bit of revenge. So he ordered the god of Forge to create Pandora, the first woman out of soil and water. The other gods were basically enlisted by Zeus to make her extraordinary and give her many traits, including beauty, charm, and cleverness. Hence her name, Pandora, which means all gifted, or alternately a gift to all. So Athena, for example, had given her wisdom, Aphrodite beauty, a few other gods gave her some other things, and Zeus himself ensured to bestow two gifts upon her: the trait of curiosity and a beautiful box. And before he left Pandora on Earth, he handed the box to her, and he was like, "This is my own special gift to you. Don't ever open it." Because apparently the contents of what was inside was meant for only mortal eyes. I don't know what kind of gift that is, but anywho, after warning her, he sent her off to Prometheus' brother, Epithemius. I may be saying that completely wrong, but bear with me. So Prometheus told his brother not to accept any gifts from Zeus, but Epithemius irresistibly accepted Pandora because how couldn't he? She had it going on. She was a 10 out of 10, you know? And as Zeus anticipated, she would succumb to temptation. Pandora's curiosity got the best of her, and it led her to disobey. So she ended up opening the box, releasing a host of troubles upon humanity. From the small little box flew sorrow, disease, violence, greed, madness, war. All the evils were set free to plague humankind and the world forever. Opening this box put an end to all earthly paradise. However, Zeus did not realize that hope had secretly been added to the box by Prometheus. Mr. Prometheus foresaw Zeus's wicked ways, and he thought ahead. So when Pandora opened the box and released trouble and woe into the world, hope was there to help the people survive still. That one glimmer remained amidst all the chaos, and that would be a beacon to guide humanity through the darkest of times. I reckon metaphorically the box embodies the innate curiosity and thirst for knowledge that we have, and it reveals to be capable of both negative consequences and positive outcomes. Unlike fairy tales, these myths aren't always optimistic. They can be somewhat twisted. But nevertheless, these ancient myths basically provided explanations for the unknown and sometimes offered moral principles to enrich their daily life. Today, we still encounter mysteries and seek guidance to navigate our own lives, and that mirrors the roles of myths in ancient civilizations. We're not too far off, especially being that many of these mythical figures and narratives embody the aspirations, fears, and mind's eye of humanity to this day. While ancient myths may seem like relics of the past, modern society is no stranger to the allure of legendary tales. From the urban legends we whisper around campfires to the contemporary myths propagated through the internet, myths continue to shape our collective imagination in surprising ways. And this brings us to another legendary figure, one that roams the untamed wilderness of North America. Pretty much a local legend here where I'm located in NorCal. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch. While the gods of Olympus may dwell in the heavens, Bigfoot is said to inhabit the dense forests and remote mountains, shrouded in mystery and elusiveness. The legend of Bigfoot sparks curiosity and debate, inviting us to ponder the mysteries of the natural world. Sightings of Bigfoot have fueled speculation, with encounters ranging from fleeting glimpses to detailed eyewitness accounts. Bigfoot gained widespread attention in 1958 when road contractor Ray Wallace discovered giant footprints near his work site in Northern California, and that sparked media interest. While hundreds of similar footprints have been reported since then, many remain unexplained, with some attributed to bears, fraud, or other factors. The most famous Bigfoot sighting occurred in October 1967, when a man by the name Roger Patterson and another guy named Bob Gimlin filmed a creature in Bluff Creek, California. The footage, though it was grainy, showed a figure unlike any known animal to man, and that sparked debates about its authenticity. So while some see it as proof of Bigfoot's existence, others remain skeptical, suggesting it could be a person in a gorilla suit. Either way, it appears that he may be as feared as he is loved. Whether depicted as a lovable giant or a terrifying monster, Bigfoot has become deeply entrenched in pop culture, inspiring countless books, movies, TV shows, and apparently even songs. Additionally, Bigfoot-themed merchandise such as t-shirts, action figures, and novelty items further perpetuate the fascination with this legendary cryptid. And as I was saying, Bigfoot is pretty much a local legend near the area I reside in. In my neighboring county of Humboldt, there's a Legend of Bigfoot gift shop. That's a super huge tourist attraction, so I completely recommend you go if you're ever in the area of Northern California. Legends of wild humanoid creatures like Bigfoot have existed throughout human history, with tales spanning the globe. These creatures are described as bipedal, gigantic in size, covered in hair, and potentially dangerous. One Native American tradition from the Pacific Northwest speaks of a giant hair-covered ogre who was believed to steal children and food. And that's believed to likely be the origin of the Sasquatch legend. In exploring the mysteries of legends, whether ancient myths or modern tales like Bigfoot, we are reminded of the enduring human fascination with the unknown, and how these stories continue to captivate our imagination, shape our cultures, and reflect our deepest desires and fears. But our curiosity extends beyond just mythical creatures. It leads us to explore puzzling phenomenon here right on Earth. Throughout the world, there are locations where the normal rules of gravity appear to be bent, and it leads to pretty much the most mind-boggling experiences. These physics-defying places tease your brain and fool your body, leaving you questioning the very fabric of reality, like magnetic hills or mystery spots such as Confusion Hill here in Northern California. A visit to one of these spots can leave you feeling a bit queasy, uneasy, and wondering how balls can roll uphill. While many of these strange happenings are explained as optical illusions, others propose more intriguing theories. Some suggest that these anomalies might be connected to disturbances in space-time or even phenomena related to black holes. While these ideas might sound outlandish, they only deepen the mystery surrounding these enigmatic spots. The world is full of wonders waiting to be explored, and regardless if you believe in extraordinary stories or the existence of any mysterious beings, the allure of these myths and legends adds an element of excitement and curiosity to our lives. These stories spark our imagination and inspire us to question the unknown, and it's a beautiful thing because that encourages a deeper understanding of the world around us. It provides valuable insights into human nature and the beliefs of different societies throughout history. By engaging with these tales, we cultivate a broader perspective, fostering empathy, creativity, and greater appreciation for the mysteries of life. Do you have any myths or legends that you'd like to share? I'd love to hear it, so leave a message or comment wherever you're listening, and I'll revisit those on the next episode. As we conclude today's episode, though, remember to keep questioning, imagining, and exploring the wonders of the world. And if you're enjoying the Journey We Take podcast, be sure to leave a rate and review, please. And I will catch you guys on the next episode. Bye.